What's up, everybody? It's your main man Bennett back here and again, and welcome back to the Nacho Mama's Fantasy Football League, Volume 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the Week 1 Power Rankings. We've actually experienced a win or perhaps a loss, and players have played, points have been scored, and what else can we say? The last video that was created in this house, I was a different guy. I was a different man. I didn't have a child. I wasn't with child. I got a little baby, little Quinny Beanie right here. Look at that. Say hello. The camera's probably not even on her, but you get the idea. You get the drift. We're just hanging out. She loves football. She doesn't know it, but she does. Let's get into these rankings, shall we? Yeah, why not? Sai. Okay, hey, here we go. Let's jump right in. I got some notes here. Real quick, Week 1 in the books, and there's already a boatload of injuries. Just like that, we have Najee Harris hurt his foot. Keenan Allen got a hamstring. T. Higgins got a concussion. Chris Godwin caught 3 balls, and then he got tweaked up. Dak Prescott, Elijah Mitchell. So, I called that there'd be several key injuries in no time. And just like that, I am a prophet of time and space. And I get to be correct. So let's go in the 12th place. 12th place team in these here rankings is Master Cook. That's right. Master Cook, Allen's team, unfortunately went 0-1. Scored the lowest point total of anybody this week. So that puts him at the bottom. Puts him down. He goes down, boy. Now, every time I take notes on teams' performances throughout the week, or not throughout the week, but at the end of the week, at the end of the slate of games, I make sure I make a note of their top dogs. ESPN does the same thing. It shows you who is the top guys, who scored the most points. But I also like to take a note of on people's teams, their bench, if people really performed well. I love finding out if a team could have played some people on their bench instead of their starters and win. I miss that sometimes, but I don't think that was the case here. But I have no top dogs for Master Cook. Cam Akers got 0 points. Chris Godwin is in trouble. DeAndre Hopkins has still got 5 more games of his suspension. And Matt Stafford scored less than 10 points. Moving on to the 11th place team. 11th place team in these here rankings is Kickin' It with Younghoe. That's right. Kicking It with Younghoe. And thank God for Younghoe Koo, because he was the highest performing player on Samuel's team. He scored 19 points. Carson Wentz with 35 plus points on his bench. That might be, all of a sudden, the Washington Commanders might be worth taking a look at. Might be worth it. I don't know. Not going to tell you what to do. I put here, what else? Allen Robinson, Kyle Pitts combined for 4.6 points. Pretty underwhelming. Also, Najee Harris went down, but the foot injury, not major. He should be okay. So next, Samuel's team will be going on a little road trip. Going to do battle with Andrew and the Ghost of Bongtown, where he's going to be like, Ninja Stars, the Battle of the Yet to Wins. Oh, what? What was that? Yeah, Quinny thought that was funny. Somebody's got to win. Maybe it'll be one of you guys. So now we go to the 10th place team. 10th place team in these here rankings is... It's Grand Salami time. That's right. It's Katie's team starting the year 0-1. Jalen Hurts did pretty well. I think we can expect him to score 20 some odd, 30 some odd points every single week, especially as his connection with A.J. Brown becomes more solidified. These are, like chains that are connected. And what else can we say? CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Hunter Henry combined for about 10 points. It's not very good, but they should improve. I don't know. CeeDee Lamb now, I don't know who's throwing him the ball. I can't really say that. So 10th place, Grand Salami time. It's where we're at. And moving right along to the 9th place team. 4 and 5. Arithmetic make 9. And we got the Ghost of Bongtown. That's right. It's Andrew's team, the Ghost of Bongtown. Formerly the Bongtown herbologist. No longer studying herbology. Jonathan Taylor, fun to have. He scored 25 and a half points. 25 and a half for JT. Wasn't enough. Was not enough. Andrew had the unfortunate scenario where he was going up against Patrick Mahomes and Justin Jefferson. That's going to be tough for anybody. I think Justin Jefferson and Patrick Mahomes can combine for about 60, 70 points any week. Any week, maybe more. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes is that guy. I don't think this is a 5-alarm fire. I don't think that this the kitchen is too hot for Andrew to come back. It's just a rough patch. What else? What? What's that, Queenie? Better wrap this up. She might need some mother's milk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Andrew's team. 9th place. Moving on. He's got to win to make something happen. Now we go to the 8th place team. 8th place team in these here rankings is Team Robs. Team Robs also 0-1. These are all 0-1 teams so far. Wonder what they have in common. It might be that they lost. Top dogs are Pittsburgh's defense and Stephon Diggs. Those two things, Pittsburgh's D and Stephon Diggs combined for 47 plus points. It's pretty good. One note that I had for Evan's team, although they only put up about 95 points, not very good. And he went up against Limp Biscuits, Michael's squad, who was one of the top performers this week. I'll tell you, what is this? Aaron Rodgers just really didn't do very good. Irv Smith Jr. didn't do very good either. But I will say, it's important to take note, had Evan swapped his bench for his starters, he could have very well scored upwards of 170 points. 170.3, if my math is correct. And my math may be drunk. He could have won, but he didn't. So we're going to move along, and this week, Evan takes on the Winery. Swirl it around in your mouth. Make sure you get all the notes. He takes on the Winery. I hope he loses. So we'll move right along then to the 7th place team. 7th place team in these here rankings is it's Team Diaper Funds. Team Diaper Funds, that's Corey's team. He is 0-1, and if he's not crying already, Corey, this is your invitation. No one will judge you. Safe space. We don't judge crime. We want people to share their feelings. And so if you need to shed a couple tears, if you need to take a little break, just you do that over here. So Corey's crying right here. Everybody else, the other people in the league, we're over here. We're not crying because we're grown-ups. But over here, Corey, tear falling down like tiny crystal raindrops fall on the river down the hall, as it were. He's going to improve. He's got a lot of good players. Josh Allen's still great. Just, going to have to go up against Betta with Chedda this week in a redemption story, trying to get his first win of the year against Ben in a championship rematch. These were the two people that went up against each other in the championship just this last year. Someone's got to win, and we'll see who it is. Moving on to the 6th place team. That's 5 plus 1. That's it. 6th place team in these here rankings is O-Side Veda Go. That's right. It's Darren's team. He's up 3 spots. 6th place. How you doing? He had a couple good star players like Kyler Murray, Devontae Adams, Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Eclair. Performed pretty well. He got himself a win. And is this as good as Darren's team can be? Scoring exactly 103.72 points. Enough to win, but could have lost to about half the league. So he had about a coin flip of a chance of winning. Is this as good as he can be? Time will tell. He goes up against Tanner and literally the Packers running back room. It's going to be a big matchup here. Both those teams have a win, and someone will have to take their first loss, and the other will begin what is known as a winning streak, to which when you win, but then win again in quick succession, they call that a streak. Now we'll move on to the 5th place team. The 5th place team in these here rankings is literally the Packers running back room. That's right. It's Tanner's team. Put out 127 points. He's up 6 spots in these rankings with star players like Russell Wilson, Michael Pittman Jr., and Cooper Kupp. Tanner's already in midseason form. He's offering trades. Reviewing the waiver wire, I'm sure. Last year, he smoked everybody on the waiver wire transactions with 170 transactions, I don't know, something like this. I think that Russell will score more points over time. What can we say? Tanner's got a lot of good players, and at the end of the day, I don't even know who he's going up against. I don't have that note in front of me, but I think he'll be just fine. He'll be just fine. Maybe he'll start a little winning streak of his own. And, that's right, he's going up against Darren's team. So, hey, we'll see what happens. We're going to move on to the 4th place team in these here rankings, okay? 4th place team in these here rankings is the Chateau St. Bargles Winery, yes. The Winery did quite well. Didn't seem like we were going to do very good in the first half of the Cincinnati game when Joe Burrow had turned the ball over 4 times in the first 20 minutes. That was not especially good for your boy, but fate had other things in store, wanted to test me. Test me to get the best of me. DeAndre Swift, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, these guys did well. Michael Thomas, over 20 points on my bench. I got some dogs now. I got some little pep in my step. Not only that, but I beat Corey by over 20 points. Seattle Seahawks won by a massive 1 point against the Denver Broncos in the home opener. I mean, we could lose all the rest of the games this season, and I think we won't. But Seattle on the right track. So we'll move on to the 3rd place team. 3rd place team in these here rankings is Limp Biscuits. I'm putting Michael here at 3rd place. Limp Biscuits. Down 1 spot from the 2nd spot down to the 3rd spot. He won, but he's going down. Saquon Barkley over 30 points. Justin Herbert almost 30 points. Huh? Why go down? Well, he beat Evans' team, beat him good. Beat him by like 40 some odd points. One of the biggest margins of victory this week. If Saquon keeps playing like that, if Herbert keeps playing like that, Michael's going to be right back in the playoffs again. He's got a great team. I have no doubt that he's going to be in that top echelon for many, many weeks ahead. It goes up against Katie and Grand Salami time. We'll see what happens. 2nd place team. We're moving to the 2nd place team now. We're getting through it. 2nd place, we got the Fancy Lads. That's right, the Fancy Lads. Whitney's team, Whitdo, for sure. Let's go, baby. That's what my note. I said, let's go, baby. Coming in hot to the touch. Make sure to wear a glove or mitten. His skin hot like lava to the touch. He scored the most points of anybody this week in fantasy with a total of 146.9 points. Also had the biggest winning margin, 53.64 points against Andrews goes to Bongtown. I think Justin Jefferson is a problem. I think Patrick Mahomes is a dilemma. A.J. Brown will inevitably be a conundrum. The remaining roster, if they continue to perform or even go up just a little bit, will be a kerfuffle. What other word do we need? There will be issues with defeating this team. So he goes up against Master Cook this week. And only time will tell. Is Fancy Lads here to stay? Last year didn't have a good year. Hey, want to know? Maybe this is just the way it is. Somebody has to win. Can Allen defeat this juggernaut? And I spelled juggernaut correctly the first time. Felt pretty good about that. Only time will tell. We're going to move on to the first place team. First place team in these here rankings. And you know who it is. It's Betta with Chedda. Betta with Chedda. That's right. It's Ben's team. He did not score the most points. I scored more. Michael scored more. Whitney scored more. Tanner almost scored more. All the teams that won, almost all of them, scored more than Ben. But you know what? We're going to give Ben a little bit of slack. He's the reigning, defending champion. And at the end of the day, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm going to give him a little bit of rope, a little bit of slack to enjoy the top spot. His team is fantastic. I think Kittle didn't play, so that's a factor. There's several factors involved. Going up against Team Diaper Funds, as mentioned, that's a rematch of the championship from just this past year. My notes include, watch what happens now. When the blood is spilled upon the gridiron, only the best will prevail. Little boys go home. I don't know. I write this so fast. I must be, I'm not high, but I question sometimes. I question it. I don't know. That's it. Thank you for tuning in this week and every week for the Power Rankings. If you have questions, Commissioner Ben back here and again, go ahead and send it in the comment section below. Send me a text. What else can we say? Go win a game or go lose a game. I don't really care unless you're my brother. My brother. Why don't you, I've been having a pretty great week. So win, lose, I'm still winning. And I hope you can find the joy to feel the same. Until next time.